And welcome back to the National Results Operations Centre, where we're broadcasting live from. We're now going to take you to Mpumalanga, where the IEC says it is all systems go for a smooth voting process in that province. And this is despite several complaints about irregularities in the transportation, as well as the safeguarding of voting materials in areas which include Elukwatini as well as Hendrina during the special voting process. More than 20,000 IEC officials have been deployed at more than 1,800 voting stations, that is across the province. Newzroom Afrika's Mweli Masilela is at the IEC's Results Operations Centre in Whiteriver in Mpumalanga, looking into the developments there. Mweli, very good morning to you. A couple of minutes now until the voting stations open. Tell us about the activity that's happening at the Provincial Results Centre.
Yes, Aldrin, what we are seeing on the ground is that on our way here, coming from the city of Mbombela to Whiteriver, which is a town that is about 15 minutes drive from the city centre, we saw a lot of vehicles that were actually transporting those ballot papers. And already, as the Provincial Police Commissioner mentioned yesterday during a press conference, they are making sure that those ballot papers are actually secured, mainly because already there's been quite a number of incidents that were reported in the province where some members of political parties were not happy with the safeguarding of the ballot papers, saying that some of those boxes were not sealed and they were actually kept at places that they were not supposed to be kept. But the Provincial Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Semakaleng Manamela, saying that those incidents were actually manageable. So they are expecting that things will run smoothly today, and not wanting to come out in terms of the number of officers deployed on the ground because of reasons in terms of ensuring that not many people do get that information to counter whatever efforts that are made to ensure that the situation is safe on the ground. But overall, even here at the operational center of the IEC, we can see that already there are police officers on the ground, and the police commissioner did mention that members of the South African Defence Force, as mentioned by the President Cyril Ramaphosa, they are also deployed in Mpumalanga. She couldn't point out exactly which parts of Mpumalanga because we know that already there's about 7 areas, Aldrin, that have been identified as hotspots, including those 2 where incidents happened, that is Hendrina and Elukwatini. But besides those, there's Bushbuck Ridge, the Nkomazi area, Barberton. So those are other areas that are being monitored. But otherwise, we're expecting the more than 2 million South Africans that have registered to vote to cast their votes in different voting stations in the province. And looking into the political parties during the previous election, the ANC, Democratic Alliance, Economic Freedom Fighters, and the Freedom Front Plus are the only parties that were represented in the provincial legislature. So we'll wait and see as to how are those political parties going to perform. And also, we've seen other political parties ensuring that they actually work with other small political parties to ensure that they secure some seats at the provincial legislature, Aldrin.
Thank you so much, Mweli Masilela, just joining us from the Results Centre, the Provincial Results Centre in Mpumalanga. It will be interesting to see what those numbers would come out to be once the election results have been confirmed, considering, of course, that the EFF became the official opposition in that particular province as well.